Okay, so the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark played an awesome game, but you know what? They'll still find a way to hate on her and try to downplay what she did, even in this game, because it wasn't just cartoon level numbers right here. But I really want to highlight a handful of plays from this game that really highlight what Caitlin Clark has to deal with and what she has to overcome again and again and again. I paused this at the perfect time because this is what Caitlin Clark is doing. They're a minute into this game. The score is 0-2. Indiana Fever because of a beautiful pass from Caitlin. And she's bringing the ball up. She cannot bring the ball up without immediately being picked up. Immediately being picked up and tough physical defense on her all game, non-stop, and endless fouls. The broadcast team throughout the whole broadcast is saying they've been playing physical defense on Caitlin Clark all game. And yet she went to the line once. Please, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? It does not. I mean, it's just relentless of what she has to deal with. It's just non-stop. Okay? And I got highlights for you. Look at this. Do you see any Atlanta? Look at this. Do you see how open this all is? Do you see how open that defense is, okay? How easy it was for them to bring up the court. Same defense, same team, going up against the same team, okay? Right? This isn't just like, this is the Fever, okay? But now look what happens with Caitlin Clark. Look at this. Caitlin Clark gets the ball. Look where she's being picked up. Look where she's being picked up. Nobody else in the WNBA is dealing with this. Nobody. This may seem little. It may seem little, but when you're talking about this level of defense, game in and game out, and the physicality, and the fact that this physicality is not called. Even this play right here. Watch. Watch it unfold. Okay? Foul. Right there was already a foul. I mean, look at this. She gets whacked. Boom. I just don't understand. Right? And you know it's a foul because she immediately then raises her hands up and it's like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. All of this stuff adds up. People always want to just use like the really big fouls that don't get called. It's like, oh my God, can you believe this wasn't going to get called? The reason why I'm really trying to highlight this is because this is what goes on all game. Every single game. Every single possession. It's endless. And it will wear you down. Wear you down. So this is another play where she then has to, just to get over the screen, the amount of contact that she has. It's going to be in the bottom. It's going to be, right in this little area. It's a little bit harder to see, but you'll see it. The physicality, and then immediately double teamed as soon as she finally gets the ball. It's just crazy. Gets pushed out. Boom. Pushed. Double team. More contact. More pushing. I mean, it's just, it's really relentless. And again, I'm purposely trying to find these types of contact that are just not so like she's getting whacked on the hand and it's just like, how did you miss that call? That stuff's obvious. I'm just trying to highlight that it's just nonstop. That it's just every possession, even fighting over a screen. And this is why I keep calling the WNBA to do something, because it's just not what you want to see during the regular season. It's just not how basketball games are supposed to be officiated, especially when it's just Caitlin Clark. This is what I keep trying to highlight as well. It's not like everyone else is dealing with it. Nobody else is dealing with it. Nobody. And if they're constantly letting them put their hands on Caitlin, lean on her, pushing her, shoving her, shoulder, even if it's little and subtle, it's still enough to accumulate. I mean, look at this next play where she gets fouled twice. One of them at least finally gets called, but she gets fouled again, loses the ball. I mean, you think she just magically loses the ball here? gets the ball, push, foul, lose the ball, gets shoved again, and then this time it goes down. It's just constant physicality on Caitlin Clark. And this is just seemingly just a regular game. A regular Friday night against Atlanta. Nothing crazy. She's not putting up 25 and 15 and whatever, right? Like, this is just a regular old game that will easily just be kind of skipped over. And it can't be. Because in a game where Caitlin Clark was clearly the best, you can see, you know, Boston had 19, Mitchell had 25, but Mitchell has a -3. And this is what I keep trying to tell you all. She is Russell Westbrook. But you have Caitlin Clark plus 12. 12 points, 9 assists. We know that assist every single time you could just add +4. I don't even have the strength to show y'all the missed the missed shots, or the fact that she will get set someone out but then they get fouled, like none other than Miss Boston. I mean, half of Boston's points came from assists from Caitlin Clark, as per usual, where she sets them up absolutely beautifully. But it was a great game from Cunningham. You know, decent game from McDonald. But yeah, they just, Caitlin and the coaching staff need to figure out a better way to get higher percentage, more efficient shots, because the problem is she's getting so beat up and then she takes a step back three, and it's like she doesn't have her legs underneath her, and it's just you're just going to keep getting games like this, quite frankly. You're just going to keep getting games like this, and unless you start surrounding her by other shooters that can really start knocking down threes, or if Boston can be more aggressive and make the shots that Caitlin Clark sets her up for, and she can be averaging 25, 30 points a game, which quite frankly is probably not going to happen. It's just tough sledding. It really is. It's tough sledding, and they have to find a way through this. They really do. You're not going to bank on Cunningham going 4 for 5 from 3 every single game. That's not going to be the norm at all. At all. But, like, this is such a joke. I mean, Caitlin Clark was calling for the ball. It's the end of the quarter. Final 10 seconds. I mean, like, look at her. Please tell me, how does she not get the ball here? She's wide open. They don't even look at her. And she traveled here. Just got lucky that she didn't get called. Caitlin Clark, of course, is still dealing with more contact. Look at right here. We'll see more contact. I mean, just follow Caitlin Clark the whole time. Even without the ball, she's just getting more physicality, more contact. See, more being inhibited. You can't do that in basketball. You can't cut someone off and stick your arm out like that. It's not how it works. You can't keep inhibiting where she's trying to go. That's not how defense works in basketball. I know a lot of people haven't actually played basketball. You can't do that possession after possession after possession. It's not how it works. And the reason why you give Caitlin Clark the ball, because stuff like this happens. You put the ball in her hands, she pushes it down the court, and she makes an absolute beautiful pass. That's why you give her the ball. She knows how to push the ball down the court. She knows how to play with speed. She knows when it's time to slow the game down, because then look at this assist. I mean, look at the patience. She gets the ball, and she just waits and waits. And then just an absolute gorgeous dime. I mean, that's the difference, man. That is the Caitlin Clark difference. And how even in a quiet game, she has such a massive impact on it. But it doesn't fully show in the box score. What she has to deal with from a defensive standpoint does not show up in the box score. And then even something little like this doesn't show up in the box score. I mean, literally the next possession, she sets up Boston yet again. as she's getting more fouled, which then leads to a foul. More hounding. I mean, like, look at this. She's getting hounded, gets the ball to Boston, which then gets the foul call, leads to free throws, but again, doesn't show up in the box score. So it just continues to become a mess. But, yeah. I mean, again, this is a good win, but there's still issues. There's still the issues of the sustainability, and I still question how Caitlin Clark is going to be able to endure this game after game after game. And when you start relying on everyone else around you, everyone has to be on for you to win. And if not, then you lose. And that becomes the problem with the sustainability of how the Fever, you know, of how consistently and how great can they be. It's just it becomes an exhausting way to play, and you start putting pressure on other people rather than your actual true playmaker, which is Caitlin Clark. So yeah, but those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Indiana Fever's win over Atlanta? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're all on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.